Howdy folks, thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all doing okay today. So, a couple weeks ago, I screenshotted the entire text of the Florida Parental Rights in Education bill and posted it up on my personal social media. And basically said, hey, here's the text of this bill that everybody's upset about. Find your problem with it, essentially. Because I've read through it, I'm familiar with it. Overall, I like it, but it was stirring up a lot of controversy at the time, so I figured, why not have people sound off? Well, I had one friend who pointed out a paragraph where it did sound, if you're gonna, great, drivers, where it did sound censorious, censoring teacher speech. And you can make that argument. And frankly, I expect that the bill will end up being taken up in a court somewhere and it will end up being adjudicated. That's just my opinion. Could be wrong. Anyway, another friend of mine said, well, there is absolutely nothing in this bill about, child poverty or child hunger or this or that, or, half dozen or so things that this guy complained about in the bill. And I said, okay, that's fair, but you don't have to pass everything in a bill. You can pass a bill for a thing, and then there's nothing stopping anybody else from writing another bill to combat those issues that, you just brought up. There's zero things stopping them, and then it can go to vote in the Florida legislature. And that was kind of the end of his disagreement with me on it, that, he didn't have a disagreement about the text of the bill. He had a disagreement about the fact it didn't do enough for children. And here was my entire take on what he said. Don't let great... please don't hit me. Don't let great be the enemy of good. And don't let a small step slow progress. And what I mean by that is, okay, you can have a decent piece of legislation or even a decent idea, but it doesn't fix all the things. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad idea or a bad piece of legislation. And if you take a small step in one direction, that doesn't mean that you're not eventually going to fix more problems along the way, but you've got to start from somewhere. So, that's kind of what I got on this one, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all next time.